dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel with another one. Back on the channel with another reaction. Back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
Welcome back to the channel, man. If y'all back into the channel, just haven't done so already, go ahead and tell them what to do.
Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you're always notified when we upload a new video.
Yeah, straight like that. Nothing more. Also, go ahead and check out the links in the description box down below. You already know where to go. Go ahead, go over there to the main channel, man. Go ahead, show some love, support, some positivity over there as well. We got some big surprises coming to y'all this holiday season, so y'all want to be tuned in over there. That's how you enter and draw to win. Also, check out some more content over here. Drop in the comment section down below some things y'all want to see react to over here, because we got some special coming up for y'all as well on this channel. But with that being said, man, we got Ex-Mafia Hitman, not just a regular Hitman. He's a mafia. Plays Never Have I Ever. So I wonder if they're gonna ask him some real. I wonder if he gonna tell some real. So you know they supposed to take that to the grave. Girl. But before we get into it, man, y'all see it right above the socials, or we like to call the woo. Go ahead, check out that, man. But with that being said, you ready to go ahead and get into it?
I'm ready.
Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about, y'all.
I was stabbed up, I was battered, I was hit by a truck, but that was part of my life as a hitman. Hey, I'm John Haley, ex-Mafia for the Gambino family hitman, and I'm here to play Never Have I Ever. Never have I ever killed someone. I have in the past. You can't take back what you did, you can only move forward.
He
said, I have.
And he said it like he ain't getting no.
I sure have, and you can't
do
just gotta move
to me
past
about it. Yeah, just gotta
past
move on.
The past. Can't bring them back.
Yeah, I already started with a good one, bro.
But that was part of my life as a hitman enforcer for the Gambino family. And some of the things I did for the Gambino family, I killed with a bat, I killed with a knife, I killed with a gun. It was part of the life for me.
That's 3 bodies. I killed with a bat, I killed with a knife, and I killed with a gun. He just said he got 3 bodies right there.
He probably got more, but he's just telling y'all the weapons he done used.
Enforce some of our rules and laws when I was sent by the guys that I worked for.
Killed.
Never have I ever nearly been killed. I have. Unfortunately, I was stabbed up a couple of different occasions, shot. I was hit by a truck. I was also baseball batted and piped. And on several occasions, different organizations tried to machine gun me on the corner of my house. Another time, guys involved with the mafia tried to shoot me down the block from my house. One occasion, I was in a hospital for about 6 weeks. I got out of the hospital, I was probably about 80 pounds. That was just part of my everyday life, unfortunately. Never have I ever refused to kill someone. I have. At the time, John Gotti Sr. was in MCC Manhattan. He asked his brother, Pete Gotti, to come back and see me at the club after a jailhouse visit, and asked me to kill a guy as a favor. I believe he was part of, or one of the guys that killed my friend Greg Ryder. That body was never found, that he was supposedly chopped up and disappeared. I refused to do any kind of favor for him to help him beat his case while he was in jail for several murders. During my enforcing days, I was also accused of killing a rabbi, hired 2 people in Jersey to murder his wife while he had an affair. It was big news in Philadelphia and South Jersey. I was questioned, accused of that murder. Later on, I was cleared. They found the 2 guys that did it. They told on each other. The rabbi went to prison for life. The detectives at the time, when they came to see me, you guys know what I do for a living. You think I'm a hitman, but I wouldn't kill women. I'm the guy that would go after the guy that killed the woman. I would.
Cause at first I was like, they say I was like, well, he actually did it, but he a hitman with morals. Ain't that about it?
That person.
I'll kill you, but I got moral.
Reputation talk for itself. They knew I wouldn't do things like that, and I never got accused of something like that again. My hits were involved only with street guys, mob guys, nothing outside of that. Never have I ever been to prison. Unfortunately, I've been to prison my whole life. I've been off parole. The last couple of years was the first time since I'm 17 I've been off parole. I've been in prison in Florida, in New Jersey, on a cruise ship, in Brazil, probably 40 prisons. I did a book called Prison Rules with Nick Christopher. It's a handbook, actually, about the pitfalls of the street and how to avoid them and how to avoid trouble inside prison if unfortunately you find yourself there. When I went to jail in Brazil, it was nothing like United States prison because it's almost like concentration camp-like. In the prisons I was in, you get about 100-something guys that get killed a year. There's guns inside the prisons, there's machetes, and there's occasions where I myself had to stab several guys in prison.
How you get a gun
It's a whole different world, he said. In Brazil.
Got machetes. Just think if a gun got into a prison here and somebody got shot. You know how crazy that would sound? But in Brazil, it's probably something like, oh, it's another gun in prison.
People smuggle all type of stuff and
but a gun?
I don't think a gun.
That's beyond me at this point, bro.
Yeah.
So it was more of a torture situation, not here where you're housed and confined there. You're tortured, you're beat, completely different situation in a third world country. I think when you grow up in the life I grew up, fortunately for me, my father trained me as a kid to accept getting hurt. As bad as they are, you have the mentality to never quit. You're going to survive it. Somehow you're going to get out of it. You're going to try to escape, and you have that no quit attitude. It was a life where I hurt and killed a lot of people. It's the part that took me to another level that most guys don't go to. Even though they talk, they'll do this or do that. Like most mob guys, if you go through the counts and see how many people they actually hurt, shot, stabbed, very few of them have done that kind of work. It's only a handful of guys like myself that do that kind of work. Never have I ever suffered PTSD. I think anybody that's been in wars or seen the violence I saw, it's impossible not to suffer from PTSD unless you're a sociopath. The toll of people I hurt, killed, butchered, I think took a toll on me mentally, and I started seeing therapists probably for about 30 years, same woman, somebody I relied on to help me not lose my temper when people are pushing my buttons. And at times I yell, I scream, but I don't react the way I used to. It's okay to...
I wonder, do he even know the amount of people he done killed?
Well, that's a good question.
Cause maybe his
some hitman keep track of that stuff.
Some of them do keep track, but some of them lose track of that stuff too. Cause they hey, it was just another body, another person on the job.
Yep.
And then it sounds like he's been doing it for so long that.
Yeah.
He said it got to the point where it got to be over double digits for him to have to go to.
Not necessarily, but
I bet it's over double digits.
I mean, probably, but
he'll never say. I don't think he'll ever say how many.
Yeah.
Not to the open public.
Think the same way, just don't react the same way. My lifelong dream is to continue helping every kid not to stay in prison and to get out and live a good life. Never have I ever regretted killing someone. I have not. And the reason why I say I have not, and I think that's going to surprise a lot of people, because if I didn't come to this point in my life, I don't think I could ever save all the kids' lives I'm saving now. So I think for whatever God's plan was for me, it was for me to get to this point, the lowest point you could probably get into your life, and reflect back on the lives that you took, the people that you hurt. But in the long run, I think I'm going to save more lives by doing the things like I'm doing now, the Johnny and Gene podcast show, and all the talks, and the second chance program for teenagers and young adults. I think, some of the rewarding stories that people ask me, there's a young boy who became a Muay Thai fighter champion. His name's Sam Greenfield. I mentioned him plenty of times on different podcasts and shows I've done. He had a friend that was killed in gang violence in the UK. So I flew over to the UK, and Sam's father got in touch with me. We started speaking, and I started talking to his son. And his son turned around his life. Instead of trying to get revenge and kill the guys that killed his friend, he changed his life. He started helping kids, advocating kids, became a champion fighter, and he just received a reward this year for advocating for young adults. So it's something I'm really proud of. I changed a guy's life who saved a lot of guys' lives. It really makes it successful, and it helps me to move forward doing what I'm doing. I can't look back and regret it because I can't take it back. And it's something that'll just frustrate me mentally. And I think the only thing I can do is use what I did in such a bad past to make such a good future.
Because at first I was like, how you gonna regret killing people? I get it though. I get it after what he said. I kind of, I get it. But it's so many questions. To be honest, I would like to have with him. Just to be real, like that. I don't think he'll ever just speak about like.
Yeah. I mean, well, he probably speaks about it in therapy.
Or like you said, he got different podcasts.
Or his podcast. Yeah, touch on situations. But he probably try not to reflect so much. He probably talk about his past, but try not to reflect so much on like the negative of it and the positive.
Because some people might get drawn too deep into it. And
then
like, want their life to be there.
You do have people like that, so yeah.
I don't know. That was like, I don't know. We got some answers I was hoping for. So hey.
But I would like to know how many though. I really would like to know how many. I'm very like intrigued by stuff like that.
I want to know what's the craziest way he probably ever killed somebody. Like did you help Carol?
Shut up. Shut up. You so stupid.
But go ahead, drop in the comment section down below what y'all think, man. Drop in the comment section down below some more videos y'all might want to see us react to. Might just get to it. But if you don't know how I go, man, I do go by the name DJ and Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are
Kid and C.
We are, y'all.
Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar.